So, 2 car boots I went to today. Second stall in. It's the same 2 car boots as I went to last week because they were bloody brilliant. So I thought, go back there again. Took the whole family, you know, free day out. Although, what is a free day out when you think about it? By the time you've done McDonald's breakfast and then everything else along the way, and food when you're there and food on the way back, you're 25-30 quid in. Anyway. So, second stall in out of about 80 to 100 stalls. I see this. Well, I couldn't pick it up slowly fast enough without showing too much interest. I said to the bloke, how much is that weird looking spanner? He says, a £5, mate. I said, oh, £5. So, rightio. Then, next to it, I see this. Record 252 pipe wrench. 232. So how much is that? He said, that's a £5 as well. So I thought, well, that's a tenner. Maybe I can get a little bit more for my money, even though they're both bargains at a £5. So I picked up this massive 1 1/8 Whitworth Elora 110. Yeah, that needs a clean, doesn't it? But that's worth a tenner clean any day of the week. Pound. And I picked up this Gador. Jack, is this the type you showed me the other day and said, have I got any of these? Because, yes, I've now got one of these, if that's the case. This is a number 1B. So, Jack, let me know. This is a 30mm, if this is the ones you're interested in. Alright, and that was a £1 as well. So I said, will you do the whole lot for a tenner? Bloke said, yes, mate. So I'm well happy. Get my money back on that. And if Jack wants that, that's Jack's. That's a nice, that's a very unusual, this design is very unusual on the end. I'm sure that's the one Jack showed me. So Jack, let me know. So that's that. And then walked a little bit further along. See the nominal barometer, 50p. Got to have that, ain't you, really? So that's 2 barometers now. That'll go on eBay. Right, and then I wandered all around the rest of that car boot, and what did I see? Sausage rolls. Got some sausage rolls. Kids spotted some books and stuff, so the kids had books. And I think, reasonably sure, that was then it. So then I moved on to Woolpit car boot, which I wandered around. There weren't too much at first, and then I got to a stall and I see this, and this is, anybody know? I know what it is. The USA, patented Save Edge USA, but then no name on it. Unless Save Edge is the brand, I don't know. Anyway, do we know what that is? I shall tell you what this is. It's a raspberry file, and it's a farrier's file. That's for doing the underneath of the horse's hooves. Now, I would say that's never been used. So, I said to the bloke, how much? Expecting that to be about a tenner for some reason, and it was £3. So, I had that. Same stall. I noticed this. I mean, we all know my love of turning these around. A little bit of a bend in it. 24-inch record pipe wrench. When it's clean, it only needs the handle painted there. So, I'm quite happy with that. I'll clean that up. £5. So, I'll pick that up. That'll go on eBay for 35 quid. I'll straighten that up a little bit with the hydraulic press. Clean it, paint it. Nice profit. Happy with that. Wandered round. Asked the bloke, got to a stall, asked him. I said, how much is that hammer? He said, that's 50p. I'll have that, mate. So that's a CK hammer for 50p. Little split in the handle there. I mean, I'm not too fussed about that. Because at the end of the day, I mean, we see the head on that. CK Fine Tools, and it is a fine tool, so that'll get a quick clean. Now, a while back, I put that's got CK Fine Tools on. This has got nothing, but this is also a CK hammer. This was probably in the state of this when I got it, can't remember, but that come up nice. So looking for good things with that one. So that was nice and cheap, 50p. Right, and then I went on to a stall that I believe could be another YouTuber's favourite tool man, but I'm not too sure. And then in that YouTuber's video today, I see some certain trays, but I didn't notice if that man had those trays, because I'll have to have a look next time. Anyway, he had a vice I was very interested in, and I said to him, how much is that? And he said, it's 50, mate. So I said to him, you don't want to sell it then? And he laughed, but he wouldn't drop. So I had a route through his other stuff, and I found this manky old pipe wrench. And then on looking a little bit closer at this manky old pipe wrench, I noticed it's USA. And then when I flipped it over, I noticed it's a Bonnie. So that's a keeper. If anyone likes that, there's one currently on eBay for £20. Right? So I asked him how much that was, and he said £3. So couldn't have that quick enough. So very happy with that. I'll give that a clean, do the handle, do the blue in there. That will keep on my pipe wrench wall and my old American stuff. Very happy. Right, then I went to another man and I said, now this isn't a salter. I think this is much older than a salter. This is a Hughes pocket balance. So you carry it around, hang it up, and then weigh stuff, fish, whatever. Yeah, I said to him, how much are the pocket? Because he had 2 pocket balances. He said, oh, they're £3 each, mate. I think that's a lot of money, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, then next to it was this other pocket balance, and this hasn't got a name on it. It sounds a bit tinnier. Yeah, mind you, they look the same on the back. And that's £3 as well. And I thought that one's bigger than that one. So I armed it and I put them back down again. I went over and picked these up. Someone, I can't remember who it was, the other day done a clean on these, because I do watch a lot of videos. And I mean, that's quite nice, isn't it? Look, is there many in there? 1, 2, there's 6 in there. So they've all got wooden handles. I mean, that one don't even need cleaning. Nor does that one. That one does. That one does. 6 of them. £2. All made by Shaw. All made by Shaw. Glass cutters. Obviously, we don't really mess about with stuff like that. We might do, I don't know. I'll buy me glass ready cut now. So I said, how much? He said £2. Oh, God. £2 for them and £3 each for them. So I said, will you do the lot for a £5? He went, I'll do them 2 for a £5. I said, well, not really. No. I'll take them for 2. He said, all right, I'll do the lot for a £5. So I'm happy, he's happy. We're all on a winner. Right, then I was wandering around again. More stuff for the kids I found, in between other stuff. And I got to what was near enough. I think it was the last stall of the day that I come across of anything interesting. And I see this Stanley knife. It's not a Stanley knife. It's a Black & Decker knife. Now, I've never seen a Black & Decker knife. Got blades in. But weirdly enough, there's no screw. So I'm going to guess the screw's under that little rubber cap and has to be popped off. We'll wait on that one, shall we, till we know. I reckon there's a rubber cap. There's a screw under that rubber cap. Anyway, we'll have an investigator that another time. And I'll give it a clean up. That's a white one. Look, I've never come across a white one. I've got white paint as well, I think, somewhere from that drill I done ages ago on the lathe restoration. So quite happy with that. 20p. I do love a car boot stall with 20p items. And I picked these up as well. And it turns out these are Elmos. I had some Elmos the other day, didn't I? Remember? Elmos. And they looked older. than what they were when I picked them up. And he said, they're 30p, mate. And I was going to put them down, but for 30p, I had them. So that was, no, 50p, I lied. They were 50p and that was 20p. And so I thought, say messing about, and he see the same thing. He said, yeah, we'll round it up to £1. So I got a Stanley 199A for 30p. So that was £1 for those. Free. And then it was pestering me. And in between everything, I did pop back to the man with the vice and I said to him, look, will you take 30 quid? And he wouldn't take 30 quid. And I popped back to him again. I said, will you take 40 quid? And he said, no. I said, if I come back next week, you still got it. Will it be 40 quid? He said, no, next week, he said, I might drop it to 45. So I went round the rest of the car boot with the wife and the kids. And they got quite a lot of stuff. Cost me a lot of money, but you know, let them out once a year. And they can't let them out more than that. It cost me too much money. And they're wandering around. And I popped back to him. I said, look, can we pretend it's next week and I'll give 45 quid for the vice? And he said, yes. I said, thank God for that. So I gave him the 45 quid. And I got the vice. And, I mean, it's not a bad one. It's only a record 74 auto vice with the coupling at the bottom for the proper fitting. And it's got the bit in there, look. So that screws up to the table. Can you see that? That bit screws up to the table. Yeah. And that tightens up. It's not a tiny bit of damage. It's actually been chopped off for a reason. So someone's obviously chopped that off to get it turning. But that'd be under the bench. So I'll put a link at the end in a minute to this because I class it as a fantastic restore. I think 1,000 people that have watched it class it as a fantastic restore. So I've done a restore on one of these and took it to metallic oil rubbed burnished bronze or something finish. And yeah, that did come out well, so I'll put that on the end. Really? That's today's haul. So I spent 45, 48, 53, 54, £54.50, £57.50, £62.50, £72.50, £73. I spent £73 and shit, I've got to recover that somewhere, and I don't like not being able to recover it, you see. I've got to keep the Bonnie. I'll go with my American wooden handled. I'll go with the Beamuses just because it's the right age period. I've got to keep this vice because I was upset I let the other one go. I can sell this for 35. And then I'll get, if Jack wants that spanner, that's obviously Jack don't pay me for that. That's Jack, isn't it? But if the Allura, that's a tenner. So a tenner and 35 is 45. I've got to do 25 on that, 70, and 30 odd on that, that's 100. And, yeah, I'll get 110, and I'm 40 quid up on the deal, and that'll cover me paint costs. See how the brain works? And then I've had I'll get a free vice, I'll get a free Bonnie, I'll get a free Farrier's file. I've got a lot of files, by the way. I've got to sort through them as well. You know what it's like, don't you? The Elmos I'm not sure about. It depends how the Elmos clean up really, on whether I'll keep them or I probably won't keep them. I'll probably advertise them on eBay. Maybe them with the little pair. Who knows? These will probably go on eBay. I don't know. I've got to look at them as well. So mixed batch. I'm happy because this is what 50 quid's worth of stuff here. These two, the pipe wrench and this. And honestly, I'd be looking at near on £200 finished if I was to buy them. So to sell some of this stuff to pay for this and make this free, on a winner. Okay, I hope you understand all that. And of course, I'll get an extra Stanley knife for the collection that I've not got. If it weren't 10 to 10, I might start stripping this now. I might start stripping it anyway. Just don't tell the neighbours.